What's up, guys and gals, and welcome back to the Nerd Castle. Today in the world of indie games, we're checking out a title called Avernus. This is a Souls-like action RPG with a very, very interesting and stark sort of Art Deco world full of robots. And it's got a very, very interesting sort of brass and bronze art style. It kind of reminds me of BioShock in a way. But then again, BioShock leaned really, really heavily on like Art Deco, sort of like Batman-styled Gotham architecture and statues and things like that as well. So we're going to dive on in. This is a small game made by a small team. We're going to take a look at it. I'm going to give you some of my thoughts along the way about things I like or don't like about the game. Hopefully it'll help you decide whether or not this is something you wanted to add to your wish list or if it's something you'd rather ignore. If after watching this you are in the former party, then I've got a link for you down below in the description. Down there you can also find a link to my Discord and my Twitch stream, just in case you wanted to hang out live. But before I burn any more candlelight just talking at you, let's go ahead and start the game off.
Our sacred tomb has been desecrated. Its defenses are destroyed. Locks broken. Seals opened. Soon they'll reach their ambition and consume my divine corpse. So rise, my guardian. Take the final spark of my soul and serve your creator one more time.
I actually really like that voiceover. It definitely had like Mechanicus vibes to it. Up, and away we go. And as you can tell, this is going to be one of those games where you die and you lose all your stuff and you reanimate from the pile of robots, basically. I have infinite lives, but I don't have infinite health. So this is our character. We move around. I found the movement to be pretty fluid, in all honesty, especially once you get a few, like, stamina upgrades. Like, once you've got a few more dodges stacked and whatnot, I find that the game really starts to pop. But anyways, we can left click, and it allows us to swing kind of like our Necron laser spear thing. I'm imagining that this is just a Necron game at this point, all right? I am a Necron. There are things inside the tomb that upset me, and I want to hurt them. What are you seeing at the top of the screen? Well, we've got a stamina meter up here, and the little little pips. Those are what allow you to dodge or move multiple times. Over here, we've got our health. Our health bar is very, very small right now, but it does get larger as you get further on into the game. These little pips are the amount of Estus charges you get. However, in this game, you only refill kind of your Estus by beating the hell out of enemies and getting the little red things that come out of their bodies. But that's what the healing looks like right there, in case you were wondering. You can break pots. There's little currencies and things inside the pots that will fill up your red meter, stuff like that. And then we can interact with this door and open it on up. And let's see what we got going on here. I'm going to check each one. Oh, yeah, there's little, like, ghoul guys swimming on the floor right there. We'll go ahead and wipe them out real quick. I'll try to dodge out of the way and make sure I don't take any kind of attritional damage right here against the lamest enemies in the game. I am a little bit embarrassed because they have an achievement in this game to die before you get out of the starting room, which absolutely I did. When I started the game out last time, I didn't think that you'd be able to fall off this ledge. I figured there'd be like an invisible wall there. There is not an invisible wall right there. I was swinging at a pot and I fell off and just died instantly. And I was like, oh, but I got an achievement that has a gold frame around it. So apparently I am one of the few people on Steam stupid enough to die in the first room. So take that, Mom. I told you that I would accomplish things in life. Let's see here. We've got, I think that's just XP, so that we can spend it later. We've got the golden arrow, so a new character upgrade is now available. The red arrow, we've also got a bestiary upgrade or bestiary. I never quite know. You know, it's one of those things where, like, there's so many words in life that I've only ever read. I've never heard anyone say them out loud, that apparently I'm just saying them wrong my entire life. I'm going to get as much healing juice as I possibly can. There we go. A little bit more healing juice for the heal. Oh, I can break the little benches, too. Nice. Okay, so... Oh, that guy's got a gun. Please don't shoot me. I'm going to dodge away real quick. Maybe beat him down. He's got a little bit stiffer of a chin, and it looks like he caught me with a sweep right there on that final swing. Looks like we may have an open door right here. From what I've seen so far, the game is fairly linear. Like, you go from point A to point B, but there are little side rooms and secrets around on that linear path. And so be sure to look around because you will find things. I'm going to dash away. Got a big blast right there. Finish him off. swack those dudes right there, and it looks like they've got some kind of furnace or something over here. It hurts me if I go near it, huh? But my natural curiosity... Oh, no, apparently being a robot that's made out of, like, burnished brass means that, like, I'm immune to the flammes. All right, I'll take it. More pots over here, too. Break those up for, like, a couple of the little healing balls, just in case I take more damage. I already knew about the warping. I'm trying to make sure I kind of, like, breezed through this area when I was playing through, because the game actually, it's got controls that are pretty intuitive. Like, they're not hard to figure out. And so anyways, I kind of breezed through and didn't read any of the things on the floor. And so in the interest of not relaying poor information while playing the game, I'm trying to, like, check it out. What is this thing over here? Can I do anything with it? Nope. Some kind of big, giant, like, mainframe room. Free XP, though. I'll take that. I don't know if I should, like, heal right now. I'm only missing, like, a tiny little scuffins of my health. But, like, I'm one of those people that always ends up, like, healing early and then regretting it later on. But I know... Oh, God. Okay. The floor. Oh, yeah. You deal damage to things that you warp into, by the way. I'm just going to kind of avoid you entirely. Yeah, please don't strike me. There is another mechanic in this game that's kind of interesting. So your stamina meter, it recharges on its own, but only up to 1 dash. But when you hit enemies, that's when it fills in these little globes right here. And so in a certain way, you've almost got kind of like a warrior's rage mechanic going on, where like the more damage that you deal, the more you're able to kind of like evasively maneuver. Can I break that? I don't know. It's definitely got collision, and it's like in my way, but if I get 2 globes right here, I might as well heal. Otherwise, we'll be wasting all the pickups from here on in. What is that? Destroy it quickly. Oh, yeah, I remember this thing. So there's like these little glow ball things around that you gotta chase, and if you take them out, they give you a full charge of your healing meter. And so anyways, you gotta chase them around a little bit. You do have a ranged attack. If you can land it, it seems to pop it pretty quickly. But anyways, that's what that thing was. Does that door open? I don't think that door opens. This one also does not appear to be the type of door that likes to open. Let's carry on over here to the left. Shift and mouse 1 lets me use my spear. Yeah. The spear, if I remember correctly. Sorry, I did all my research on this game, like, before the weekend, and now I'm coming back trying to pick up... Oh, God. Spinny attack. It stings so much. But yeah, the shift spear attack, so the shift click, it fires a laser that stuns the enemy, basically, and forces them to just kind of stand there and let you beat on them. The downside, so you're probably saying to yourself, like, why wouldn't I just spam the spear then? The spear costs stamina, and like I said, your stamina only recharges back to 1 dash, and so deploying your stun spear at the wrong time can be really, really, really bad for your health. I see a crack right there. Oh, God, there's a laser guy. I did not expect there to be a laser guy. Kind of dash through him. Yeah, it seems like it behooves me to always dash through the enemy, since we get that damage anyways for doing. I'm going to heal myself real quick. There's going to be like loads of pots and pans and generic Necron sort of cutlery around. That's a secret door right there. If you listen, you can kind of hear like this sort of sound that lets you know there's a secret nearby. And so anyways, the secrets are well worth tracking down and looking for, because they will completely refill your Estus, or they'll give you a whole bunch of XP, stuff that you can use later on once you get to the point where you get to like your first bonfire and you can actually like buy some upgrades. As far as the upgrades are concerned, if you press the C key, these are the upgrade paths right here, in case you were wondering. You can increase kind of your attack damage. It's a very, very simple system. There's not a whole lot of builds from what I can tell. I mean, but there are, like, little things you can unlock. Like, you get special abilities a little bit later on in the game, and they all kind of have, like, their own play style that goes along with them. And so there are things that you're going to be unlocking. Honestly, we haven't gotten that far down the tree, so I don't actually know how customizable it's going to be. But there it is. Oh, he, like, whips that swing off quick without much of a tell, doesn't he? My man's snappy. He knows what he wants to do, and he executes. I was going to say, I want my red orb, dude. Let me have my sphere. I wish to ponder it. If I just, like... Okay. I was going to see if my light spear thing would actually stun him long enough to... Oh, my God. What is on the ground right there? Just kind of... Yeah, I get the feeling I probably don't want to be inside that. There's one of those things, but I got to chase it around. There we go. Gimme, 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 gimme. Oh, God! I think that what I would like to do is no longer... Oh, I don't want to be in this room anymore, but apparently I don't have a choice in the matter. Give me a little bit of healing. Oh, I got incinerated by the thing on the ground, bro. So this game is basically Dark Souls, so when you die, you drop all your XP on the ground. You got to go back and get it. If you die on your way over there to go pick up your XP, it is gone for good. I'm not a big fan of this mechanic. Never have been, never will be. If you notice me running past monsters and not fighting anything, it's because I have like an extreme aversion to clearing content that I have already previously cleared. It's just one of those things that I'm not into. I don't like killing mobs and monsters unless I absolutely have to. And so I tend to kind of like in Dark Souls and all other Soulsy endeavors, I tend to just sprint past everything back to where I died. That's what I've always done. It is what I will continue to do. I don't like clearing the same content multiple times unless there's some kind of proceduralism or something like that involved. Yeah, I'll take a heal right now. Why not? These guys are all going to drop orbs and things. So I think we're about back to where we were here. I just kind of sprinted through. All right. Honestly, if I can avoid waking up the big guy. Yeah, he's woke up now. My man has woke up. All right, so we'll knock that guy down. I'm just going to kind of battle my way through kind of aggressively. Oh, I don't have my... Okay. Fair. Oh, I don't have any healing charges either. Well, there are a number of issues stacking up right now. He leads you too, man. What an absolute god. Well, let me get my XP back real quick so that at least we don't have that on the line because I am feeling kind of nervous right now. And I think it's a great idea that we kill off a few more enemies. Maybe get like a healing charge or something. I gotta wait for my stamina to come back. I don't have the... Oh, they can hit each other, though. That's a really, really nice detail. I like the fact that the enemies can wound each other. That makes me happy. I was gonna say, I didn't know if I got that little guy over there. I'm just trying to get enough charge back to heal myself. That's all that I want. He's gonna take a swipe at me. Almost ate that one right there. All right, good. All right, so I should have enough to heal now, which I am going to do. Oh, that almost hurt. What a tricky room. But from what I've seen of the game so far, the game does have... the game is fair, but the game is incredibly punishing. So this game is definitely kind of in the direction of, like, more difficult. This game expects a lot out of you. It wants you to execute. You die very, very, very quickly. But simultaneously... there is a satisfaction to be had, though, there when it comes to ripping your way through a room. And so anyways, we need to grab this right here. All right, and then let's carry on. Oh, I'm still locked inside the room. Open the door for the Splatty. Open the door for your bud. All right, grab a few more red orbs. That guy's going to bust some shots at us, but it's not going to phase me at all. A few more of these little crawlers down here, too. All right, so we'll knock that out. A few more crawlers down here. I'm kind of trying to keep an eye out for more dangerous enemies, like the guys with the guns. Luckily, the guys with the guns seem to be very, very big fans of killing their own allies. And I can live with that. We're full up on charge right now, so I might as well heal myself. There we go. I'm now fully healed and ready to rock. There are loads of... What? Oh, God! Ow! Here, you just be stunned for a minute. Oh. Gotcha. All right, fair enough. We've wiped out the enemy right there, and we are pretty scuffied right now. I've probably felt better in other robot lives. If I could pick up a random... I just need, like, one more orb. There's got to be a pot or something around here that I missed out on. The camera work generally seems to be agreeable. I haven't had too many issues with the isometry. One of the big risks that you run into with a lot of games that use isometry is that the human eye has trouble reconciling the isometry, which leads to a lot of missed hits or like accidental sort of movements, things like imprecisions, basically. Ooh, we've got an upgrade. Nice. I think that I would like to take a little bit more damage. That sounds pretty good to me. Yeah, I'll take some damage. Sounds good. I need to break some pots, though. That's the main thing, is like, I want to kill things faster than they kill me. Please give me my health back. Oh, I feel terrible, and I only have half health right now. All right. So a number of interesting little things to contend with. But as I was saying, isometry is always a dangerous perspective in video games because done properly, it works really, really well. And I actually think that it makes games super pleasing. I've never really had a problem with isometry. But if there's any sort of imprecision in the way that it all functions, you can end up in a situation where players are getting like ghost hits or like things are not striking properly. And that can be frustrating to the player. Luckily, in the case of this game, the isometry seems to be implemented quite well. Like, it seems to work out. I want that very, very badly. A healing charge sounds amazing right now. Man, they're laying down some serious gunfire over here. Oh, he clunked his own friend in the face. Betrayal via friendship. That's what you get. That's what you get, robot heretics. What do you guys have going on over here? I like your big shiny computer that looks like it would be fine. I like your big celestial gateway too. That's pretty cool. Architecture and art design of the game is quite good as well. Kind of like good looking game. I have read through the developers' postings that the game is about 6 to 10 hours long. If the length of the game is the kind of thing that matters to you in your decision-making process about like, do I want this game? All right, big dog. Let's dance. Ow, so hostile. So hostile in the applications of your space cutlery. I was going to say, I hear that crawling noise. Ah, yes, the testes of experience. I shall take them. The great golden balls of advancement. But yeah, as you can see from like these statues and whatnot, very, very curious game when it comes to the art design. It's very, very, it stands out, like it's memorable. Like they've got like a thing going on that I can't quite put my finger on. Like I know there are like movies and things that I've seen that kind of have this art style, or at least these influences. Oh boy, that's a bad place to fight that guy. I'd rather not. On the plus side, we just refilled our health. Probably dash around behind. Dude, we basically like 3-tap the gun guys now. That's really, really good for us. All right, so we'll keep that all up. If you have a level up ready to go, a little plus sign or like a little chevron will show up top. That'll let you know that like, hey, there are upgrades available to your character. They want to make me fight the... Oh my god, he jumped so much further than I thought he would. All right, that was not my fault. I had no idea he was going to jump that far. I got scared. I kind of pre-dodged on that one. Ow. I don't have my stun thing ready to go either. I wish that I had my stun thing ready to go, but I don't have my stun thing ready to go. Enemies are so much easier when they're defenseless and I can just pound on their faces. That's one of my pet peeves with video games. Why can't the enemies just sit there and let me power fantasy out and slug them in the face over and over and over repeatedly until I win? That's every video game should be called I win, and they should just feed me the dub. Otherwise, I will get maximum complainy on the Steam forums. Let's go ahead and heal up because that last fight definitely took a little piece and chunk out of us. I'm just going to collect as many little red balls as I possibly can. It's a hobby of mine. It's a hobby of mine. I was known for it in college, just collecting as many little red balls as possible. I don't think a lot of these are going to, like, totally refill our heals. But with the amount that I've been getting slugged in the face, I hear a secret wall. It's going to depend if this turns to the right over here, but I hear it. There's kind of like a wow, wow, wow noise when there's a secret wall around. Yeah, it's on like the other side of that wall right there. I can hear it with the directional sound. It's around somewhere, but we just gotta find it and crack it. Hello, what do you do? Hallelujah. I see. Oh, okay. So we've got like a little shortcut playing around that allows us to get back here faster. So that's effectively a checkpoint. I think we do have a map, if I remember correctly. But I gotta remember where it was. There it is. We do have a map. However, the map is kind of... I mean, it's fine, but it's minimalist. So we'll have to look at it. What are you telling me over here? We got a boss gate. I recognize what this is. I'm about to get beat into turd powder. Absorb the seal and live again. I don't think there's actually a secret. I think my brain is just playing tricks on me at this point. But then again, I am the kind of fastidious player that went through every single Doom level as a kid going, "Urgh," against every single wall. Dude, I'm about to get smoked, aren't I? I want to do the level ups, but I need more XP. Danger ahead, do not linger. Apparently my body reacts ruinously to kind of spaghetti powder that's all over the ground. See, big dog? I don't think you want to play this game with me. I know you now. I know you, and I know your tricks. And my iframes are ready for your shenanigans. Yeah, as of right now, I don't really see anything inherently wrong with the game from the limited time that I've played. It seems to be reasonably well designed. I do think some of the enemies could use a little bit more stagger when they get hit. Like, they seem to just kind of, like, carry on with their animations independent of, like, how much you've damaged them or their poise or, like, the idea of their poise. But the sound effects do seem to be well appointed for when you're smacking enemies in the face as well. Let's see what we can do here. So we've got range damage, or we can increase our soul. I'm going to increase my soul. I feel like I get hit really, really, really hard right now. And so I feel like the actual... Well, at least one of them was dead. Oh, he's down. Okay, good. Oh, I'm out of dodge! Upsetty. This is what depression feels like. Hitboxes do seem to be very, very tight, and the iframes seem to be tuned quite well from what I can see so far, too. Like, I don't think I've taken a hit in this game yet that I felt was unfair. And that is categorically, I think, one of the most important things when you're walking down the Souls-like path, is that the player can't feel like they got cheated. I find that the boss fights that people tend to be the most upsetty spaghetti about when they play games like this are the ones where the hitboxes weren't tuned quite right, or like games in general where precision dodging is required, but the iframes are like inconsistent, or like the dodge is inconsistent. And so I think this is one of those examples of like a game can be missing the little details, you know, like enemy reactivity to being hit or enemies getting staggered. But if the core mechanics shine through, it won't really matter or bother you that much. Because, like, I don't really mind the fact that they don't respond to getting hit altogether that much if my iframes are consistent, if my dodge is consistent, if I know what it's going to do every single time. It's those little things that I don't worry about too much. Oh, boy. There are things happening. Yeah, I'd rather not get hit by that. the enemies also have like really recognizable patterns. I think they've got a little bit less of a tell on a lot of the enemies that they're about to smack you than some other games. But every enemy kind of does the same thing every time you see them. And so that adds a little... Ah, Jesus, did I just do something bad? There's something terrible in here, isn't there? Aw, dude. Maybe it was friendly and I shouldn't have done that. Like, maybe it wanted to be my homeboy. Okay, so he's got like a little swipe. Ow. Okay, so he clunks you pretty good if he catches you. I want to get greedy and hit him more than once, but he's not letting me do it. He's going to have multi-phases too, dude. I know it. Yeah, that was more or less expected. Oh, he's got those little ruinous zones too. Okay, so I don't know if I need to beat up his shield or not. I just can't keep my stamina up. Oh, and clunked. I'm back, though, baby. I'm back because I picked up the magic thingamathingy. I'm going to try and stay out of the ruin zones. Yeah, he's got like that magic shield on the front of him. Ow, that spin around attack, dude. I thought I saw an opening to go after the whole of the booty. I was wrong. I'm just gonna be kind of like evasive, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna get greedy with that because I know he does that spin around attack now. But I'll be honest, I'm not really interested in fishing for hits on that attack animation right there. It's just kind of risky. I think it's probably best to go in on him when he's doing like his little roars and whatnot. Like, even if it means we gotta cross some ruin zones. There we go. There we go. With the double dodge, we could get out of there. I need this very, very badly. I was gonna say, please give it to me. Let me have that thing. I can't even take one hit right now before I go down, and my man is chunky. He's soaky. All right, I need like a little bit more. I need a little bit more breathing room to deal with. I need him to do another one of his little butt slams. Just butt slam for me, baby. There we go, butt slam. Yep, little tummy thumper right there. Get a couple hits off, dodge out of the way. Yeah, see, with that shield in the front, it's kind of tough to get after him. Get a few more right there, though, too. I'm kind of trying to stick to the safe openings right now. If I had a few more healing items, I'd probably be more likely to get after him aggressively. He should be doing a tummy slam pretty soon. There we go, tummy slam. Little tummy slam. Jump on out. I'm kind of wondering if I can side dodge that, but it's kind of hard to say. Got a few more hits off right there. You know, with that tail whip, I knew it was coming. I knowed it was coming. Trying to practice some fast adaptation here and not get smoked. I want to go for a hit right there, but I'm just so low on health. Yeah, I figured he'd do the tail swipe anytime I go for the booty cheeks. He's getting whittled down slowly, although I hadn't seen him do that charge attack yet. I don't think I really committed the animation to memory either. We've got this. The Forgotten Master of what? The Forgotten Master of getting this Necron Techno Spear in that ass. That's okay. Keep doing your thing, bro. Keep doing your thing. Oh! I actually did not expect to get that much damage off right there. Okay, he's doing a little tummy slam action. I just got to stay tight here. We just got to stay tight. That's it. Just run in circles. He does not seem to have a counter tactic to running away, screaming, and peeing myself until eventually he does an ability with a big animation that allows me to get some hits off. All right, so I'm gonna lean into that. Let's not get overly aggressive. Seeing that healing right there is a trap. They want me to go after that healing. They want me to do something stupid to try to get that healing, but I'm not going to fall for it. Okay, maybe I'll fall for it a little bit. Not like a lot, but like a little bit. And down he goes. Oh no, it disappeared on me. Wow, we got some serious XP out of that fight. Let's spend it now because I'm going to lose it. I want more health.
In a distant, long-fallen age, an ancient civilization of enlightened pioneers broke the boundaries of artificial life and created a council of machines to guide them, to surpass them. Soon, they found themselves reaching for the stars. A golden age of exploration. Spanning across 8,000 worlds. And in time, the benevolent machines turned from merely a council of guides into a pantheon of gods.
Yeah, so anyway, some cool stuff going on with this game. Like, my closing thoughts are, ooh, we unlocked the Form of Chromion. Killing blows with the basic warp skill, turn enemy essence into shields. Oh, so it's kind of like Mega Man. Like, we get to actually, like, absorb the thing that he does. Cool. And so anyways, my thoughts about the game are, the game has very, very slick polish, very, very slick veneer. I haven't felt like I've been cheated out of any hits, nor have I taken any hits that I felt like were unfair. I think they've got that wrapped up inside of an aesthetic that is instantaneously memorable and also recognizable visually. I think the game, thus far from what I've seen, is linear, but there are little secrets here and there, and the duration of the game coming from the developers themselves is 6 to 10 hours. So this is Avernus. It is $15 on the Steam storefront right now. This is not an early access. This game is done and complete. If you are a fan of like highly tuned Souls-like games, I think you can do a lot worse. I think this game actually has some things going for it that are pretty cool that make it sort of stand apart. Like, they haven't really gone in a Dark Souls or a Bloodborne direction. They've gone in sort of like this Giger Art Deco direction that I really, really like, actually. I think the style of the game and the visuals of the game are what grabbed me the most. And so anyways, my name is Splattercat. I sift through the pile to find what is worthwhile in the world of indie games so that you don't have to. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Hopefully you thought the game looked cool. And if you didn't think it looked cool, I'll have something for you tomorrow. Hot and fresh off that skillet of the indies. Take care, everybody. And that's all I've got.